Hey everyone, it's Natch here doing another review for games and how getting 100% by completing the trophy list can help your mental fitness. Please keep in mind everything here is just my opinion, based on my own life experience. There are some professional studies out there that would suggest I'm on the right track, but for now, I'm here to just spread the word and help people look at gaming as more than just entertainment. So with that, let's jump right in. Today I'm going over Dirt 5, developed by Codemasters Cheshire, released in 2020. Dirt is both single player and multiplayer, although multiplayer is not required to complete the game. However, an internet connection is needed to do that. Heading into this game, I had played a previous installment in this series, Dirt Rally 2.0, which I really enjoyed, and it was very challenging. And so I expected the same going into this game. Having now completed it, as you could probably guess, honestly, it was a downgrade in my opinion, both storyline and completion difficulty. I'm hoping Codemasters bounces back in the future, because it was a very great game as far as detail and graphics go, but the things they could have carried over from the previous installments wasn't really done here, or the good things about previous installments wasn't really carried over here. Okay, so before we get into the fun stuff, some of you might be asking, is this appropriate for kids to play? In short, yes it is, but let's take an organic look at it anyways. The ESRB rating for Dirt is all ages, with no descriptors, which is surprising, since ESRB always has something to say. Still, I have to agree with them here, which is pretty rare for me to do. But again, not really much to argue here because it's strictly a racing game. Caters to all audiences, no controversial issues here. Alright, so now you may be wondering just how long will this take to get 100%? Well, to be honest, a lot of that will depend on the skill set of the player. For me, I expected Dirt would take me between 22 and 42 hours to get 100%. I did have a AFK with keyboard session, but even including that, I was right in this range, so I'm confident in saying that it would take any person reasonably at least 20 hours to complete this. I don't know of any beneficial cheats or glitches, but game difficulty does not matter here, so you can play on the easiest setting, which will greatly lower your completion time. And if you'd like to see the guides I use, they will be in the video description below. Okay, so now on to the fun stuff. As you know, the whole point of my channel is to help educate and promote gaming for mental fitness. I truly believe you can improve so many mental abilities by earning 100% in a game rather than just playing the game for fun. For Dirt, I'd say its trophy list mostly improved mental endurance, for me at least. And look, to me, good mental endurance is one of the most important mental abilities and is so crucial to your success. Whether that be in school or work, or even in your own personal life, it's the ability to control how much your mind can go. Think of it as your ability to run a marathon. And it's never easy to push through when you feel you're exhausted, when your mind can't really take anymore and just starts shutting down. So being able to improve your brain's stamina by playing this game is a great way to do mental fitness. The trophy that best highlights this is No Event Left Behind, which requires you to complete every career event in the main game. With 125 events, that's a lot to do and to grind out. That said, you don't have to come in first or even the top 3, you just have to finish the event. So that makes this trophy very forgiving and more of an endurance challenge rather than everything, including reflex or critical thinking, because you just need to get from start to finish. That's it. It doesn't really matter how you get there, you just gotta do it. Still, the fact that you can improve mental function in an entertaining way that has little consequences if you fail is great to have, especially when the game does cater to all ages and all skill sets. So to that end, I do think Dirt 5 is very beneficial, especially for younger audiences or people who are looking to get into gaming for mental fitness. And before we call it a wrap here, let's talk a little bit about improvements. When I think about trophies that would have reflected Dirt and have been helpful for mental fitness, time trials, game difficulty, conditions, and challenges like finish within a certain time all make sense here. And they were done in past installments. So I'm not sure why the developers got away from that here, other than to make it more appealing to audiences that I mentioned before. And I think if that's the case, there is a better way to balance that out. But it's very disappointing, at least to me, to see a game with so much detail and so much to give not really live up to its predecessors. It's really something for the developers to think about in future installments of the series. Again, if you're trying to cater to all audiences, it's fine to strike a balance there. Something that is challenging but not, so hard to do. Like Dirt Rally 2.0 was extremely tough. It was very challenging. I mean, obviously all ages could have played that game, but yeah, it was very, it would have been hard, especially for younger audiences to have it. Could ultimately had a negative impact by discouraging people. So, I mean, there are ways to kind of, again, balance that, make things a bit easier without needing to be too challenging. You could have trophies that are, optional, do this or this condition, things like that. So again, something to think about for the future. Okay, that's a wrap. Again, I thought Dirt 5 was fortunately a downgrade from past installments, but it was still a lot of fun. For me, it really helped me build mental endurance more than anything. And if you have any questions about the game or mental fitness, or just want to share your experience with the Dirt series, feel free to leave a comment or message me. I will do my best to answer any questions in a reasonable time. Alright everyone, that's another review in the bag. If you want to watch me play live and even join in on my multiplayer games, follow me on Twitch. If you'd like to hear more about mental fitness, my game previews, and initial impressions, then go on over and follow my Instagram. If you'd like to help choose what game I should play or guess how long it'll take, you can do that over on my Twitter. That's where I do all my polling. And finally, as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye!